Hello, our names are Juan Manuel Marin and Nicolas Rojas, and we are pleased to present our research project. The title of the project is How the Lack of Understanding of Fractions in Second Grade Students at Liceo Hypatia Affects the Development of Their Mathematical Reasoning.
Learning fraction is a fundamental part of elementary math education. However, many children face difficulties when they are trying to understand what fractions are and how they work. At Liceo Hypatia, we notice that second grader students often struggle to grasp these concepts.
These struggles do not only affect their grades, they also affect their logical thinking and their ability to solve problems. When students don't fully understand fractions at an early stage, it becomes harder for them to understand more advanced math topics later on.
Through our research, we realized that one of the main reasons for this difficulty is that children at this age are still developing their cognitive skills, according to Jean Piaget. They are in the stage where they are learning the best through visual and kinesthetic methods. That means learning by seeing and doing. Our main objective of the project is to create a fun and interactive tool that helps students to understand fractions so much better.
We also have three specific goals. The first one is identify the difficulties that second grade students have with fractions through a diagnostic test.
Analyze the causes of those difficulties, both from a cognitive and teaching perspective.
And our last one goal is to propose a playful and interactive solution, in this case a game, to improve their understanding and motivation in math. The proposal is based on research that shows how interactive environments and game-based learning improve students' engagement and comprehension, especially mathematical topics.
We used a mixed method approach, which means the mix of a quantitative and a qualitative methods in our research project.
In the quantitative phase, we applied a diagnostic evaluation to the students to understand the types of mistakes they make when working with fractions. This gave us statistical data about their performance and common errors. For example, many students try to add or subtract fractions as if they were whole numbers.
Then we designed a playful and interactive activity using kinesthetic materials and digital components to help students connect abstract ideas with real-world experience. For example, dividing a pizza or sharing a chocolate bar.
In the qualitative phase, we analyze the students' reactions, their level of motivation, and how their understanding changed after using the interactive tool. We also interviewed the teacher to get her perspective on the students' progress and engagement. The entire process followed a pre-experimental design, meaning we measured students' understanding before and after applying our invention without a control group.
As a conclusion of this process, we get into a very important question. The question is, how can we use grammatical structures like the second conditional and modal verbs to communicate ideas, express possibilities, and give recommendations in a research context?
In a research context, grammatical structures like the second conditional and modal verbs are essential for communicating ideas clearly and formally. The second conditional is used to discuss hypothetical situations and predict possible outcomes, which is helpful when analyzing alternative scenarios or discussing limitations.
For example, a researcher might say if the example size were larger, the results would be more expressed possibilities. Give the recommendations or indicate necessary for the instance, and research might write. Future studies should include diverse populations to increase variety.
Okay, bye bye. Thanks for watching.